All right, everybody, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV for another live Thursday, 7 p.m. Here we are. God damn, and have we got some energy going on this week? So, welcome, everybody. We're going to have a great night tonight. Great night. Get your beverage of choice. Cheers to the full moon in Taurus. Man, we got some stuff going on. I hope you did check out your weekly tarot reading, okay? Because that's got all the stuff in it um, pertaining to what the hell we are going through with this full moon. We're in full moon mode right now in Taurus. And full moons are an excellent time to release. Hi, Scott. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love that. Hope everything's going good. We've got the full moon in Taurus, and you know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, that I'm big on new and full moons because this gives us an excellent opportunity to work on things, to be able to do things that we normally wouldn't be able to do or just don't think of doing, like releasing on full moons. Usually, sure, we're dancing around a bonfire and, worshiping our gods, but we should be releasing stuff, And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to clear our energy out. We're going to settle down. We're going to we're going to do the tarot readings for the full moon. We're going to do some guidance for how we're going to navigate this energy. We got the midweek reset on Wednesday. We got the live tonight, and then we have the freaking weekend tomorrow morning. So this kind of lines up everything. And the freaking weekend, just so you know, is a hygiene. That sounds weird to say. Hygiene. Hi, Jess. Happy full moon. Absolutely. Where was I? Uh-oh. I got distracted. Where was I? Oh my God. Oh yeah. So we've got this full moon. That's a start. And we're going to release. So I'm going to guide you after the tarot readings, and we're going to do them for the elements: fire, earth, air, and water. It kind of makes things. Yeah, you did made it on time finally, Jess. That's great. I was like, see you at 8:30. But we're going to do the tarot readings and guidance for the full moon. I'm going to, talk a little bit more about what we discussed in the midweek reset. So, we've got just so much energy going on. Like today, Venus moved into Scorpio. So, that launches it off, You could already be feeling that energy. It's an intensity. Yeah, it's an intensity. So, yeah, it does. It seems weird to say hygiene. I have great hygiene. All right, so it's a full moon. Let's warm up. How's everybody doing this full moon? I don't know. For me, I'm ready to release. I've got lymph issues, so I'm ready to release. So hopefully clearing the energy out also helps with that. I'm so pissed at my camera right now because I was screwing around with it before I started, and it's a little too high, and it's driving me nuts, and I don't want to go through this whole night with that much space. Rough as fuck. That's what everybody's been saying, is that it's been chaotic. This energy's been quite chaos. Quite the chaos swirl of energy. Let's see if I can really screw this up on live TV. Hold on a second. I gotta adjust this. It's driving me nuts. All right. Is that gonna work? Fidgeted around with it for that'll do. I'm all right. So Yay, we got that fixed. See, that drives me nuts. You can see my tarot cards over there and partially part of my mic, and that just drives me nuts. I kind of want to get in the way of it, be like, Leo Sun, Scorpio rising issues. Yes. So tonight we are going to get into our vibe. We're gonna sit calm in the chaos that's swirling around us, you know? And we're going to embrace this time because with a full moon in Taurus, this is a good time to ground. It's a good time to establish some roots in whatever you are preparing to do, you know? It's about safety and security, self-esteem. I got this. Feet on the ground approach, you know? Grounding, 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 grounding. So be aware of that. But tonight we're going to do a small little release and yeah, kind of guide us through this energy. I'll tell you right now, a little precursor to the freaking weekend. You know, this full moon, along with all this energy that's moving in very Taurus fixed energy, is it's got a love vibe to it. So that's what I did the freaking weekend too, is kind of added a more of a love slant into the weekend. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Some readings I kind of just wanted to just walk away from. You know what I mean? Like some were just a little oof, you know, a little uncomfortable. I think it was I think it was Taurus, Capricorn, and Pisces, where I was just like, okay, that's your freaking weekend. You know, I was just like, ooh, that's a little too, you know, because we try to keep it light on the freaking weekend. And some of them were just a little spicy, a little too spicy, a little too, it seemed almost like I was intruding on someone's personal life. I've never really done readings like that where I was just really uncomfortable with what I was presenting for that sign. It was weird. Definite full moon energy, I'll tell you that much. I think for me, I'm just focusing on my health. Oh no, are you yelling at me again? Oh, oh yeah. As far as Capricorn, not. I don't know. I don't know. It was just a very it was a very uncomfortable. I clearly remember just saying with to Capricorn was, okay, well I'm just gonna kind of tiptoe away from this. I mean, it was just kind of I don't know. I guess you're just gonna have to wait and see. Nope. Friday, it's 10 a.m. All right. So, I think we're going to clear the energy out before we start our readings. Because, of course, here we are, Thursday night, and I'm a little wound up. And I'm usually not this wound up when I'm like getting ready to do weeklies or, you know, the freaking weekend, or even doing personal readings for people online, you know. So I don't know what it is about lives. They just get me really hyped up. I like it. It's just I don't know if you will. I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Is he smoking meth? No, I'm not smoking meth. That would be horrible. Like, you know, smoking meth and giving tarot readings. Oh my God. I think I would watch that, to tell you the truth. Jesus. Meth and tarot. It's meth and tarot night. Ugh, come on, light already. I'm trying to get this Palo Santo lit if you're trying to figure out, like, what is he doing? Oh, good gravy. I'm telling you, man, as soon as you light that stuff, I say it every time, it just soothes the soul. All right, let's clear the reader first. I think that's very important. Clear the table out. Clear the decks. We'll clear your energy. Happy full moon, everybody. Take a deep breath in and release. And hopefully, during the meditation, there isn't going to be a commercial coming up about Viagra or bentcarrot.com. Has anyone seen that fucking commercial for Peyronie's disease or whatever the fuck they call it when a guy's wang is bent? Have you seen that commercial? There's a couple sitting there and then he's like, yeah, I'm so glad I got that checked out. And the lady's like, yeah, me too. I'm really glad you got your medication for it. You know, and then they're running through the side effects like, you know, can cause breakage of penis. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here? But yeah, no commercials during the meditation. I didn't even monetize the video. I'm just like, I'm not even going to worry about it. All right, so you've seen that commercial? I mean, I thought it was like just a joke the universe was playing on me. You know, I was just like, this is not a real commercial. You know, and they show carrots bending and, you know, through I guess that if there's some kind of exercises you can do to make it straight. I don't know. Jesus Christ almighty. All right. Let's get to the tarot. We're going to do fire signs first. Let's switch over to, where are we going? Over to the tarot table. Let's begin. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Welcome to your full moon tarot reading. Hope none of you all are dealing with bent carrots. I hope to God you're not, you know, but Jesus is Lord. All right. Let's get a full moon tarot reading for fire signs. Let's go. Love it. All right. Anything else? Nope. That's it. So, all right. Interesting. Okay. There is a stuck energy. There's a lot of swords in this reading. Okay. So right off the gate for this full moon, we don't want you to get stuck. Now, Aries, this is happening in your second house of finances, values, or anything like that. Leo, this is happening in your 10th house of the reality outside there, your reputation, your image, that kind of thing. Sagittarius, it's happening in your 6th of changing your routine. So if we want to look at that, second house, stuck in lack, okay? 10th house, stuck in a negative view of how the world sees you, okay? 6th house, stuck in a bad routine. That full moon is shining light to saying, let's change this. The way out of this is to get out of the negative energy, the negative mindset. And the Knight of Swords is moving towards that, taking that action, getting out of this stuck energy. So I like that. That's, you know, releasing. That's, you know, I mean, this energy could represent all the different planet ingresses and all that going on during this week. I mean, we have one thing after the other. So, you know, to navigate this full moon energy is to not let your mind keep you in a stuck mentality. It's looking at things from a different perspective. And when you do, when you just not react the same way, the magic happens. Yeah, look at that. Mental conflict. Definitely. Okay. The authority. So this is, you know, Emperor. This is taking your power back. This is making moves. This isn't about sitting still with this energy. It's about making moves. It's positively aligning yourself to what you want. And the third eye chakra is showing you yes, 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 yes. What we do here is keep the vision alive. We hold it in our minds. We can literally hold it in our hands. Okay? So don't let this heavy energy keep you in a stuck mentality of any way, shape, or form. All right? So let's go ahead and, you know what? We'll do the love cards. We didn't do, we did a different style for the freaking weekend because I kind of wanted to change things up so they all link together. You know what I mean? So this puts this live reading is putting more emphasis on the full moon where, you know, the midweek was everything for the week. And then, you know, we got the weekend where we looked at love. We made a huge focus on love. I really like the way it turned out. Some of them are just a little cringe because it was like, it felt very personal. All right. 2 of Pentacles. Let's not juggle. Let's not be wishy-washy. Be patient. Again, the imbalance here. Okay. The Queen of Cups is showing trusting your intuition, getting in touch with your feelings. That's very important. Page of Pentacles, an offer, an apology may be coming in. You may be offering that also. And especially something at work, working together or something like that. This is good. So, you know, again, public recognition for Leo. Making moves. I like that. Let's get messages of love. Yeah. I think we'll do one shadow oracle. Yeah, we'll do one shadow oracle after this. And then that'll do it. Okay, so acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, definitely, especially when it comes to relationships with this full moon. You know, the Temperance card shows that everything happens for the reason, you know, for a reason. And we may not understand it right now, but in hindsight, we're going to be like, oh yeah, that was almost necessary to happen. So this is like moving towards stability in your relationships, also fire signs. So, yeah, we'll get a shadow work. I would like to do one more oracle as a message. Relentless craving. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. So you can be consumed, eroding, again, habits. So Sagittarius, that 6th house, changing habits. Getting away from the screen time kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, we'll do a cosmic energy, and then we'll call it for that, I think. Call it for that. Let's get a closing message. Yeah, there's something about working with other people and with this full moon. Collaboration, fire signs. It achieves greater goals. Yeah, collaboration. Collaboration that really pays off. So for this full moon, it's best not to isolate yourself, fire signs. This full moon is asking you to go ahead and either ask for help out in some way, maybe working on a project with other people. It's coming together and making a vision happen, that kind of thing. But it's not a time to be solitary in that respect. So fire signs is getting out there, working with other people, cooperating, collaborating, that kind of thing. All right. Excellent. All right. So that is the full moon little vibe check for you fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's clear the board. And we will switch to earth signs. That's right. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Wow. Welcome, earth signs. Boy, oh boy. Taurus, we've got that full moon happening in your first house. This is all about you. This is a good time to really work on your personality, the things that how you present yourself to the world, and how those relationships come back to you, are mirrored to you, because relationships out there are just mirrors of what's going on inside of us. So Taurus, this is a great time to kind of reinvent yourself. Become more of the person you want to be, more of the person you want to become. Now, Virgos, that's happening in your 9th house. So this is about changing the way that we look at things. So Virgo, you get an opportunity to maybe do some traveling during this full moon period, but also thinking outside of the box and not being so rigid in the way that you look at your life and things. Also, communication is very important for this full moon. You know, Mercury is going to be going retrograde on Sunday. So getting ready to go retrograde, I should say. So, you know, it kind of pulls into the station at that time. All right, Capricorn, this is happening in your 5th house. So there's 2 things to this. Activity, lots of activity. What brings you joy and what doesn't. And love. It's the 5th house. It's romance. It's ruled by Leo. So it could be a huge focus on romance. Relationship issues, giving and receiving love, that kind of thing. So let's go to the tarot table, and get our full moon vibe check. So earth signs, you know, you're feeling this full moon. You're actually going to be feeling a lot of the energy changes that are going on, especially Taurus. The full moon is in Taurus. And then the next day, Taurus's ruler, Venus, moves into Scorpio. So that sets up the passion. And then the next day, on the 7th, on Friday, Uranus retrogrades back into Taurus. So it hasn't been there since, I think, June. So we get another go at something, earth signs. So, I mean, this is a huge focus. And yes, not only can this full moon be beneficial for you, but it also is a little extra. All right? So earth signs are going to feel it more. So let's get a vibe check for this. For this full moon. Wow. Of course, it's extra. Got a lot to say here. Wow. Number 1, we're going to need some rest. We're also going to have to put some things to rest. Okay. Protect your energy also around other people, situations, that kind of thing. You got to put up some boundaries. All right. Speak your truth. There's a lot of nurturing energy here. I'm really digging this. Speak your truth. Cut your cords to the past. This is what we're going to be releasing. Queen of Pentacles is embracing this nurturing energy, feeling confident and strong. Again, using this Earth full moon to feel grounded, feet on the ground. The Star is a time of healing, and also the universe has your back. Now, the Page of Wands is saying you're taking things way too seriously. Again, what brings you joy? And then we have the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, holy shit. That's some good stuff. Celebrating all around. You know what I mean? But without proper rest, we're really not going to be in the space that we need to be in order to enjoy what we're manifesting here. You know what I mean? And you've got to watch yourself around other people. You know, don't talk so much about what you want to do. You can talk about it after. You know what I mean? You can talk about it after. Until then, you keep your cards close to your chest. But this is a great celebratory energy that kind of flows this weekend well into next week. But you got to, you got to nurture yourself in all the right places and all the right feels, and really open up to some good energy here. Okay? Let's get some oracles. Let's get some oracles. How's the connection? Is the connection? Oh, excellent connection. Good. Glad. I'm liking that. Oh, yeah, these cards just kind of wedge their way out. And they're pretty damn good. All right, so yeah, the Magician. Use this time to create what you want, Earth signs. It's new beginnings for a lot of you. Could be also getting a job prospect here, or something like that. I also see boss moves, you know. The truth will set you free with the Judgment card and passion ignited. Yeah, for a lot of you earth signs, this is going to be very beneficial. It's going to seem a little chaotic at first, but keep yourself well protected and grounded, okay? You may have something to say. Queen of Swords indicates that. Let's look at love. Let's add a little bit more. Let's see how we're going to be interacting with relationships. I'm curious because there's a lot of that at the end of this. It looks good, so. Anything else? There we go. Okay. Yeah, wow. All right, Nine of Swords. So what we need to put to rest is anxiety, trying to figure shit out. Just go with the flow with this. You know, open up to the new beginnings here and moving towards it. With the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, yeah, that's some good stuff. Again, this full moon is really pushing you earth signs to just, I don't know, let loose, I think. If you want my honest opinion, that's it. I mean, let loose. Want some, get some. I've been saying that for all the readings on Wednesday. So let's get messages of love. Boom, 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 boom. What do we got? I guess we're supposed to get some snow, but I don't know how. It just seems too warm for that. All right, so we've got unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. For some of you, that you may be releasing that. You know what I mean? Especially for earth signs, you're realizing that there's more to this. And friendship. This friendship is leading towards more, to more. Yeah, there's something going on here. Maybe you get a confession. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking maybe it was an apology, but that's not it. This is like a confession. For some of you single earth signs out there, I'm telling you, this full moon kicks off this very crazy kind of liquidy, I don't know really how to describe it without going in the gutter, but just a kind of sleazy, slutty kind of energy for this weekend. I don't know, you know, fingers crossed. I'm available. All right, let's get your shadow work card. I as soon as I looked at the astrology for this this energy for this week and this full moon, I was like, God, this just seems very sexually tense, you know? I don't know. And here we are with our shadow work. What's that? Seductive allure. Instant gratification blinds you to the consequences. Oh, shit. Well, craving, promises hidden. Again, maybe a hidden message coming in. And have courage. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. That's conquering your fears, making yourself vulnerable, and growing because of it, because you are putting yourself out there. So again, single earth signs, you're being called to action here. Are you paying attention? Will you accept the charges, earth signs? Will you accept the charges? All right, let's get a closing. Oh, come on now. A closing message for you, earth signs. Earth signs. Just stop giving me 3 or 4 cards. Okay, that's the one. And it's intuition. Listen to your intuition. It never lies. You heard it here with this full moon. Nurture that part of yourself that needs to speak your truth. Nurture that part of yourself that knows that you are worthy of great things. And it's time to get that spark lit. You're the only one that can light that. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So please be aware of that. You know, but this full moon looks like good beginnings, new adventures, somebody telling you, you know what, I've been attracted to you since the day I met you, you know. I'm telling you. There's something. Something's up, Earth signs. All right. Again, love is in the air, everywhere and all around. I said it in some of the readings for this week, is that I think a lot of babies are going to be made this week, and I just don't know why, but here we are. Okay. Let's switch over Earth signs. Thank you for watching, and let's do air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, so for air signs, this full moon is going to hit not only that, but the energy that's trailing afterwards. You've got Mercury going retrograde on Sunday. So, you can feel this energy kind of especially Geminis. But Gemini, this full moon is happening in your 12th house. So a good thing to release is negative programming, the way that you look at yourself, traumas, that kind of thing. It would be a good time to go, hey, is it possible that maybe I need to go to counseling or something like that? Just to release this, or you could do it tonight. Let's take care of it now. Why fucking wait? Libra, this is happening in your 8th house of healing. So, hello, Karen. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. So Libra, 8th house, could be dealing with other people's money. It's such a dice roll with the 8th house. I always have a hard time with the 8th house, but it means so many other things. And that's the one thing that kind of brings me down about astrology, is that, we can't fucking decide what this house is. It's death and taxes. It's sex. It's the occult. It's healing. It's other people's money. It's other people's resources, loans. What are we doing here? You know what I mean? It's opposite the 2nd house. So that's worth, your self-worth, how you look at yourself, And I would think that the 8th house would be the reflection of that. I don't know. It's a puzzle I may solve before I leave the planet. Hopefully it will. I have already just called the 8th house the house of healing, because I don't know where else healing would fit in there. And the 8th really does, because I've noticed in my practice that a lot of healers have a lot of placements in the 8th house. So astrologers, Reiki practitioners, you name it, energy workers, anybody that's in this field usually has a powerfully aspected 8th house. So I go towards the healing route. And in my world, my rules apply. But it's the 8th house of healing for Libra. Okay, so let's get some healing. Different modalities also. And Aquarius, this full moon is bringing attention to the 4th house. So this is all about family, home, security, that kind of thing. Things from the past, maybe that we're letting go of. Again, the full moon shines light on things for you to release. All right, so with that being said, let's go to the tarot table and get your full moon reading. Air signs, air signs. Welcome all you air signs. Not only that, but I thought I'd be a lot more goofy tonight, but I'm just kind of like, this full moon is just dragging me down. It's not really dragging me down. It's just the time change definitely fucks with your head. I was ready to leave the house at 10 a.m. I really didn't have to until 11:30. So I was like, I've got an hour and a half free. What am I doing? As soon as the clock went back, I don't know, it just messed with me. I don't even know why we do that. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, air signs, this looks good. After much turmoil, okay, the Tower kind of shakes us up. And that Uranus energy, this full moon, yeah, you're feeling it, okay? You're feeling the chaos. But the Knight of Cups is bringing an opportunity here, and that's good. I like that a lot, okay? And you take the cup. You got the Ace of Cups here and the Three of Cups. So again, there's could be some relationship stuff going on. Make sure that you check out your midweek reset. And tomorrow, the freaking weekend, we focus a lot on love there. So this is good. This is kind of backing up that 8th house of healing for Libra with filling your cup first. And the Three of Cups is just being very celebratory after much chaos. You know, or maybe this brings like that inspiration. Definitely offers coming in and energy well spent. Okay. So let's get some oracles. But new love with a friendship or maybe something coming back around. Again, we get this energy this week coming in of a redo of some sort. Yeah. I mean, we're moving on from mental conflict. That's good. Okay. And moving towards our destiny and celebrating. Yeah. So I'm really liking that. Really liking that. That shows you're making the offers are being made here. And Three of Cups is out twice. So for a lot of you, there could be an offer coming in here that just is something to celebrate, okay? And moving closer to what you want, which is fantastic. All right, so let's take a little look at love. Let's take a little look at love. Yeah, the Three of Cups here could show like friends, family, you know, that kind of thing. Maybe this could also play out of, for some of you singles, actually meeting somebody through a group of friends. Yeah, destiny is out again, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. All right. Right place, right time. And this is, you know, the Wheel of Fortune represents the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And yeah, look at that. The Four of Wands and the Chariot. Wow. Air signs. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right. This is great energy. What are we doing here? Let's get out of our head and get into our hearts. That's love bombish right there for air signs. Interesting. Very good. Yeah, I'm liking that. Ooh, is that it? Yep. Abundance. Abundance, you've done the work. And abundance flows to you now. And there's no doubt about that. Maybe some of you air signs are maybe thinking of gambling, something like that. Now, like, I wouldn't really say like, oh, you know, go ahead and gamble. But if you already had plans to go to the casino, or if you were thinking about it, head on over, because this energy looks very good for, you know, some big wins. But big wins can come in many shapes, forms, and sizes. So remember that, okay? So let's get a shadow work oracle for this full moon for air signs and see what the fuck we got going on. What do we need to work on? Interesting, and it's lack of awareness. So pay attention to this. Mischances and unseen risks. Seek facts and stay open-minded. So this is about insight and opportunity through that. Abundance, the Wheel of Fortune out twice. Mischances and unseen risks. Insight, opportunity. There's an opportunity with this energy for you this week. Maybe starting a process here. It's interesting. Very interesting, air signs. All right. That lack of awareness, that wants me to kind of stay on that. Insight, opportunity. What else do I need to tell them? I think, all right, so the message here is, if we're going to focus on all the chaos, it puts us in a lack mentality. And the insight that you need is that this situation that happened that almost seemed devastating for you, air signs, actually is a blessing in disguise. and brings about a profound opportunity that all parties involved will be very happy about. All right. Okay. Now I can move on. You know, sometimes I'm going to tell you, if I haven't really communicated a message, like you just saw it happen, my stomach, like my body, like almost wrenches. Like you cannot move until you put this message on the table. That's so weird, man. I haven't had that happen to me in a while, and it just happened to me where I was basically, I had paralysis. You know, I'm sitting here like, okay, I've got to say this message. And then as soon as I started to say it, usually if I put my hand on something, or sometimes I'll do this to the card, it kind of brings that forward. It's weird. Weird. Little psychic things that happen behind the scenes. All right, so air signs, your closing message is courage. Courage lies within you. You have the power to overcome anything. And yes, that's the big message here, is that because of all the adversity that's going on, all that chaos that this energy is kind of swooping in, there's an opportunity here. So go for it. Don't give up. There's payoff involved here. Somehow, some way, you heard it here first. All right? Wow. That's some good shit. That's some good shit right there. Let's clear the board. Air signs, thank you so much for being here and watching. I'm getting some more insight into this, just this upside down, topsy-turvy energy, man. Telling you, November is kicking off. Just wait till the new year. We'll be doing those very soon. We're going to do the rest of the year forecasts on the lives, and we're going to do every week after that, we're going to predict, you know, January, February, March. Yeah, fun stuff. I love it. All right, air signs. Navigate this energy with grace, okay? And let's switch over to, last but not least, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's do this. Let's get your full moon vibe. Yeah, I wanted to... And then we're going to talk. All right, water signs, this full moon for you. And you know, Cancer, the full and new moons affect you more than any other sign. Sometimes Pisces too, but more Cancer. So when these full moons come up, they kind of bring up some insecurities, especially if it's in Taurus for Cancer, okay? So Cancer, this is happening in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes, but it also is having to do with other people in your life, your friends, your close concubines, or whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? But this could be bringing to light, maybe there's a fox in the hen house, and this full moon brings it to light for you, Cancer. Scorpio, happy birthday. And this is all taking place in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And also that partnership and relationship with yourself. So be aware of that. This full moon, again, is shedding light on that. Maybe you're getting rid of some relationships. Maybe you're beginning some new relationships. But that's intense energy when it comes to other people for you. You know, Cancer deals with that in a different way. This is more friends, associates, people around you you work with. With Scorpio, it's more personal relationships, especially with yourself and the struggle that lies therein. And Pisces, this is happening in your 3rd house. So communication is key. Brothers and sisters become a focal point. Maybe they got some drama going on, but something like that could also mean some short trips and travel, maybe planning some travel, writing. So writing down your plan would be a great thing to do. That's a very Taurian thing to do. Let's make a list. Let's check it twice. You know what I mean? Let's put it on paper. Let's make it physical. Once you put something on paper, you're halfway there to making it happen. So remember that. And when you're writing down your things that you want to accomplish, write them in the present tense, like you already have it, like you're already doing it. Thank you for this beautiful car I'm driving. I love the feel of this new interior. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. All right, let's go to the tarot table, water signs, and get your reading done. Okay? Let's do it. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, dear. I lost my shoe. All right, here we go. Ooh, this looks good. Whew. Wow. All right. Loaded. Okay. We got the King of Cups there. Represents all you water signs right there. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, the opportunity. Okay, yep. And yeah, that's wow. All right, so that's how it goes. All right, so water signs. Your message for this full moon is feet on the ground approach. Of course, because this is a earth sign, Taurus, that we're in. This is an opportunity here to really get things moving. But we're indecisive. We got to make a choice here. I would follow your intuition on this and be very patient when you're wanting that power, okay? When you want that choice, you have to be patient with the choice. The opportunity comes when we stop putting a time constraint on it. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but there it is. And then the energy shifts when we take this opportunity. Knight of Wands, getting our passion back, taking action. Queen of Wands, embracing the change that you basically are creating here. And the Eight of Wands, communication coming in, and also things moving a lot faster. So things are starting to take off, where you're kind of in this limbo, like, I don't know what to do. You have to make a choice, whatever that is. But I'm going to tell you something, water signs, when you do, holy shit, you're going to be excited about it. You really have to trust your intuition. And water signs are very intuitive, so use it to your advantage. Yeah, absolutely. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. No. Just because you're discontent and you're bored. Patience and planning. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about here. You have an opportunity to really get some work done here. You have to be patient with your process, though, and just focus on success. Yeah, this is good. Also, 777 on the board. So not only that, but there's a spiritual lesson involved in this, which is quite enlightening. And also, luck is on your side. Again, just more reasons to just move forward. Okay? Wow. All right. Let's look at love. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, big message on temperance. Patience with relationships. Be patient with yourself also. Trust your intuition. Now we have the Queen of Cups out here representing water signs. So trust your intuition. Calm your storm. And recognition and reward. I'm telling you, something here comes to you. And I'm talking more towards the end of next week. So this energy is building up, okay? Be patient with it. It's kind of like the recipe in the crock pot's almost done. Don't you dare peek. Don't take the lid off of it. Let it finish. Okay? Messages of love is true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Yeah, and it's very passionate, whatever it is here. There's a passion that gets ignited in relationships that, again, You're moving towards more higher forms of love. That's fucking fantastic. Let's look at our shadow work. Because there's a huge thing of patience here. So don't turn your back on an opportunity just because it doesn't instantly, come at your feet. You know what I mean? So we got 2 messages. Escapism. Detach from daily struggles and relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. So relaxation is fine, but you also got to face reality. Okay? And making peace. In the midst of adversity lies the path to self-discovery. So with this full moon energy, you can really get some profound insights and move towards more of a genuine self by taking a risk, by doubling down on change. You know what I mean? And just because it's not instantly appearing to you doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And that makes you turn your back, fuck it, and there it goes. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. Now let's get, called out. It happens. Let's get a closing message for water signs. Wow. That's it right there. That's the key. Creativity. Creativity is your inner expression. Unleash it. I mean, come on. And I know so many water signs that are talented, that creativity is their thing. All you got to do is embrace it. You know what I mean? And really be creative with your solutions on where you're going next. Your creativity will bring you to remarkable places. What happens? What happened when you were a child and you used your imagination? Your imagination was for a child, it's kind of prepping you to really get in tune with creating the reality that you want to live, and imagination and creativity are key to enlightenment. They really are. Creativity being the number one thing, So powerful stuff, guys. Powerful stuff. What great messages. So water signs, there you go. Use this energy to your advantage and use your creativity to come up with different solutions that don't follow the same path, but follow and fit your path. That's the key thing. And calm your storm. There's no need to overreact to things because that fucks our energy up. And it takes so much energy to get ourselves back into a good spot simply because we're being dramatic. You know what I mean? Happens to the best of us. I'm a fucking Leo. I drop something on the floor and I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? So, we all got those issues. So, let me know how you resonated with all of those readings. Yeah, definitely, And I never really say this, but there's great insight also in knowing your sun, moon, and rising sign, okay? So when you know those 3 and you watch, say okay, so for me, I have a Leo sun, so I'm going to watch Leo tarot readings, but I also have a Pisces moon. I'm going to watch Pisces to see what my emotional state's going to be because that's what the moon rules. And then the ascendant, my rising sign, is Scorpio. So I would watch Scorpio. You watch those 3 readings and holy shit, you get a trifecta of, even more calibrated, accurate energy for you. So remember that. I don't really say that, like, make sure you watch your full, sun, moon, rising. I try not to, I don't know. What do you call that when you're just shameless promotion or something like that? I don't know. All right. So, you know what? I think it's time for meditation time. What do you think, guys? It's time. So without further ado, let's get ourselves ready. So again, tonight is, yesterday was the full moon in Taurus. And this moon is bringing us into a space of release and grounding, embodiment, and also truth. And it's asking us to look at what we've been holding on to in our bodies, in our minds, in our emotions. And we got to decide what no longer belongs in our field. So we're going to do this full moon release meditation and clears what no longer serves us on your path. You know, again, it's the Taurus full moon. It's a grounding moon. Taurus is earth energy, stability, value, security. And this moon asks you, what do you truly value now? What are you ready to stop tolerating? And where have you outgrown your old self? Interesting stuff. Okay? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and set this up for meditation time. There we go. Very good. Okay. So go ahead and find a comfortable position. You can sit upright or lie down. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Take a slow inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth like a sigh. Continue to breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feel your body becoming heavier. Feel the earth holding you. Feel the ground supporting you. You are safe to release here. Bring your awareness to your heart. And imagine a soft, warm, golden light glowing there. This is your inner fire. Your life force. Your truth. Now imagine the light of the full moon above you. Bright, soft, and luminous. This moonlight is not harsh. It is gentle. And it is cleansing. As the moonlight pours down upon you, it begins to illuminate what you have outgrown. Thoughts, habits, relationships, emotional weight, fears, identities that no longer serve you or no longer you. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, silently say, I release what no longer serves me. Take another deep breath in. And silently say as you exhale, I release what no longer serves me. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, say, I release what no longer serves me. Feel the release happening through your shoulders, your chest, your back, your belly, your jaw, your hands, your heart. Now place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And say the words, I choose what nourishes me. I choose what supports my peace. I choose to be grounded in who I truly am. Now, take one final slow inhale. Hold it and gently exhale. Slowly come back to your body. Smile and thank yourself for being here, for showing up for yourself, for allowing yourself to release and realign. If you felt something shift tonight, that's real. Your body knows the way. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. feeling relaxed and refreshed. Beautiful. All right. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. All right, everybody. Wow. Let's go ahead and have some closing thoughts about this full moon and what we've got going on. So let's talk about the energy that's going on from today all the way clearly till Tuesday. We're going to do a recap. So we've got this full moon in Taurus energy. We're feeling much better, I hope, than we did at the start of the meditation. And then today, Venus moved into Scorpio. So this intense, loving, passionate energy comes back into the fray. Okay? We feel something stirring. All right? Then on Friday, Uranus, the planet of sudden change, you're feeling that chaos. Uranus has something to do with that. That's retrograding back into Taurus. So again, we're getting a second chance at something here. And good, I'm glad that helped, Jessica. And then on Sunday, Mercury gets ready to go retrograde. It's not exactly going backwards, but it's getting ready. It stops, and then it gets ready to go backwards. And this part, they call it stationing. It's kind of like, Mercury's arrived at the station. And this is a good time to start reassessing what we want. You have every right to kind of reassess and recalibrate your life. So don't feel like you've got to be on this one path and that's it. The path is going to diverge. It should. It shouldn't be one linear path. There's no joy or growth involved in that. And knowing every fucking mark you're making. And every reading that I've done this week is all about controlling the outcome. I got to know. Sometimes you don't need to know. You need to trust that where you're going is going to be where you need to go. And that's it. The who, the what, the where, the how, the why, that's not your fucking job to ask. Your job is to trust that you are going to get there come hell or high water. You don't know how, you don't know when, but you're going to get there. And that'll bring you faster to what you want than sitting there trying to fucking figure it out. I'm done figuring shit out. Really. I'm just going with the flow. My life has been a lot more carefree when I go with the flow. And I'm not missing deadlines or anything like that. In fact, I'm above them. You know what I mean? Because I'm simply not fucking trying to predict the outcome. I mean, that's what I do. I do predictions. But I trust. Because I'll tell you this, and it kind of shuts down the whole argument in your head. When you say this, everything works out in my favor. The universe guides me. The earth supports me. I'm safe. I'm loved. I'm protected. Thank you. It is done. Powerful shit. And this energy is waking you up. We've been asleep for far too long, kids. It's time to wake up, smell the coffee, and get to it. Where are we going? I don't know. But it's going to be a lot better than what we've allowed ourselves, I'll tell you that much. And it's very important for you to release people, places, things that no longer serve you. It's just, not going to work. All right. So I hope everyone enjoyed tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I love you more than anything. I'm so happy about doing these lives. I say it every time. I never thought I'd be doing this stuff, especially showing the face on the camera. But you know what? I'm really digging it. So Did you hear that? Ugh, what is that? I didn't even have that when I was smoking, but I got sick. Yeah, God. Anyway, embrace this full moon. Don't fear it. Yeah, sure, shit gets crazy out there, but you know why. And you know how to protect yourself. And you got every right to say no. You got every right to not participate in the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Go back later and do that releasing meditation, you know. Put in the work. And the work is to enjoy yourself. That's really what it comes down to. If you're not enjoying yourself, you need to allow yourself the opportunity for things to come into your life that will bring you joy. And you guys will love it. I guarantee it. All right? So, everybody, have a great night. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, watch The Freaking Weekend tomorrow, 10 a.m. That's a doozy. Lots of love to be had. Love for all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, of course. Don't forget midweek reset. And if you would like a personal reading with me, I got times available. Let's set a time together. Everybody, have a great evening. Have a great night. Think about what we've been through. Listen to the messages that are being said to you. There's so many signs out there. Just pay attention to them and flow with this energy. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. It's best just to go with it and know that you are worth it. All right? So everybody, have a great night. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you freaking weekend. Okay?